Hey guys, welcome to the Witch's Voice. I'm your Friday host, Maria Izol, and this week's topic is Hekate, the Greek goddess. And I do not personally worship her. I do love her. I think she rocks. I'm like every once in a blue moon, I do give offerings to her just because I think that she is just totally cool. But um, but I don't particularly worship her. But she is an awesome goddess. She is the goddess of the sun, moon, stars, ghosts, the moon, obviously, the night, magic, witchcraft, necromancy. Um, she is one of the children of the Titans. And yeah, she's freaking awesome. She's the goddess of heaven, earth, and sea, which is pretty damn cool. Okay. She's also called the torchbearer. She lights your way, basically. Even though technically she's the goddess of night and the goddess of darkness, or what have you, whatever you want to call it, of the dark moon. But she does carry torches, so she's really good for magic when you're lost, um, especially in the dark, because she will literally light your way if you're worthy of her help. She'll help you, she'll guide you in the right path. So that's pretty cool. Um, what else can I tell you about Hecate? She's the goddess. Oh, she's the goddess also of um of being homeless, or of homeless people. Because when the story goes that when Greeks would give out offerings to I believe the dead, or the dearly departed, or what have you, they would leave the food offerings outside the door, very similar to Halloween, outside the door. And plenty of times, the homeless would, that's what they would eat. Um, so she became sort of like the patron saint for the homeless. Um, let's see. I'm looking at my notes because I know I'm going to forget something. Da, 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 da. Woman hiding. She's also the goddess of black dogs. I don't know why. I'm assuming because of Cerberus, which is the three-headed dog that guards the underworld. Um, and what can I say about Hecate? She's awesome. She is pretty much the goddess. She is the dark goddess. Like if you believe in the three types of goddesses, the maiden, the mother, and the crone, she is definitely the crone. Now, on the other hand, when you think most people think crone, they think old lady, elderly, like she can't hardly walk, and she's like, just plain old. Um, I don't see Hecate necessarily like that. When I see her, I do see her as a much older woman. I don't see her as elderly necessarily. I see her as more I guess you could say, past her childbearing years, but not necessarily elderly. So I see her more, she has like a touch of gray, um, and she's like in her 50s, like think 50s, like 40s, late 40s, early 50s. Like that's how I see her. Still very poised and very womanly and very like, yes, like I've gone through so much and I know so much. So she's definitely the goddess that you would call upon for serious shit. My opinion. Um, uh, Especially if you feel connected to the night, but you're not into, how can I put it? Like if you have a thing for the dead, or for the darkness in that sense, but not in a bad way, obviously, because I don't see her as being evil, or having that negativity. I think she's rather brilliant, to be honest. She's got this. It's hard to say, but it's like she has this way of being. Like for me, when I've ever had an experience with her, which I've had one, it was scary, but at the same time, it was very loving, which is weird because you don't really expect it. Um, I'll tell you the story actually really quick. I was asleep in my bed, and in my mind, I had woken up. I had opened my eyes and I had looked around me, and it was pitch black. I mean, it was black. You couldn't see anything. You know how your eyes normally, even in the dark, you can see outlines of things. Your eyes adjust. Yeah, no adjusting. Just pure abyss of darkness. And I'm like, what's going on? And I know I'm in my room. Like I know I'm in my room. I just can't see anything. Period. Period. Because I can feel the bed. I can feel the stuff around me. So I know I'm there. Um, and then all of a sudden, this I see to my right the door opening, but I don't see anything. I just know that it's opening. Like what I mean by see is like I just know it's opening. And all of a sudden, somebody walks through, and it's a woman, and she's completely veiled in black. So I don't see her face. I don't see anything. The only thing I see that I do see is that her hair is picked up in a bun and is slightly curled, like so, which is very traditional Greekish hairdo. I could almost see the ribbon or what have you that that you would have in the hair that you see in a lot of the frescoes and whatnot. And I see that because in the back of her hair, I can see like a silhouette of light. So I can see some detail, but that's about it. And I can see that she's walking towards me, and I could feel her walking towards me. And I'm really creeped out. I don't know what's going on. And in my mind, I'm going, oh God, it's Hekate. It's really Hekate. Oh my God, it's her. And all of a sudden, I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why she's here. And all of a sudden, I see her lift her hands, or what looks like her hands, and she just does this very kindly and gently. Just does this, and I'm just like freaking out. Girl, like she just touched me, and I like flinched a little bit, and that's when she steps back and goes out the door. And I'm like, what's going on? And that's when I finally my eyes adjust and I can see clearly what's going on. Like I can see my room, and my eyes have finally adjusted. Um, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, what was that? Was that really Hecate, or was that just a dream? And all of a sudden, I look at my doorknob, and my doorknob just goes chicka 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 chicka, like if somebody's trying to walk in. And it was right at the moment that I was like, is it Hecate or was it not Hecate? So that's how I knew that it was her. It was like her saying, like, yeah, it was me. Um, and the weird thing is, I don't have that strong connection with Hecate at all. I've never had. I don't have that urge or anything, that need. I do love her very much. I do have this like weird affection for her, but it's not a I have to like practice with her, if that makes any sense. Like I admire her. I see her as like wow, like she's totally cool, like she rocks. But it's not a I have to worship her kind of a thing. So, anyways, that's my story about Hecate and stuff about Hecate. Um, so yeah, that's it. Okay, I'll see you guys around. Bye, guys.